Hello there, my friends, and welcome to a new part of Talon Plays, which I am calling Talynbuilds. So, I got something in the mail today that I've been really excited for. It came actually a lot earlier than I was expecting, and I thought, I would just take photos of the progresses I make on this, but I thought, it's just too cool. So, I'm going to give you a live, step-by-step video of me building bum 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 ba ba bum ba ba bum ba da 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 da. And yes, that's to avoid any copyright infringement. That's right, I'm building a model DeLorean, a 1/8 scale, officially licensed through Eagle Moss Collections. They are not paying me. I'm not associated with them in any way. In fact, I'm paying them so I can build this thing. Now, they're not sending me the entire kit. They send me pieces and parts once a week. So I'm guessing I'll be getting another box soon. So that kind of ties out to a nice little video update. So as I build it, I'm going to record everything I do, all the screw-ups, all the swearing. So this may not be family-friendly, but it will be family-friendly. Just expect me to say cheeseburgers a lot. Especially if something breaks. Then there will be a lot of bleeping. From time to time, you may see my kitten Harley jump up and attack me, so no promises on audio. Now, I am sorry if the audio quality isn't all that great. This is the best video camera I had because it was free and a gift, so maybe one day I'll get a better quality one, but this one I'm happy with. So, real quick, I just want to go through this magazine real quick because each box comes with an issue with the parts for that particular issue, and it's the instructions. It's highly detailed. I'm just impressed by the quality of the issue, and it gives you like step by step. Yes, we have the out of time license plate. I can't wait to get to that. But what's really cool and why I'm really excited about this is in the back, after all the instructions for that particular kit, is some behind the scenes stuff. Like, this is just like where, for example, they got some ideas for the script of the movie. And here's some concept art. I mean, I've never seen this before. And it's gorgeous. Just some of these ideas. Like, here we have the full reactor in the back seat of the DeLorean. We have some really neat ones. Like this here. This is what I call a cross between a Colonial Viper and the DeLorean. This was one of the original concepts for when the DeLorean comes back from 2015. And yeah, like I said, it's a cross between a Colonial Viper and the DeLorean. It's just so cool. I've just kind of looked over it, and then I'm guessing we have Marty here and Michael J. Fox. I'm guessing future issues will be Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, Crispin Glover, Tom Wilson, etc., etc. I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting to that. So that's the magazine. That's the instructions. I'm just going to set that over here real quick, and I'm going to show you the first kit I got. Now, the introductory offer I got gave me the first 2 issues, but I'm just going to show you the first kit here, where it's pretty much the back bumper to the DeLorean. This, like I said, a 1/8 scale. I thought that'd be big. I didn't realize how big till I got this. I'm like, yeah, this is just the bumper. And that's a good, I'd say 6-7 inches long. So yeah. Oh wait, I got a measuring thing on my my mat here. Let's see here. Oh, it's all in scale. Never mind. But there's the out-of-time license plate. Oh, all right. And the best part is this is plastic. It's snap-on, but it's metal too, so there's screws. It's a high-detailed. You don't need glue or anything like that. Now, I do recommend, if you do this, a special pair of tweezers. These are decal tweezers. I bought them. I also build Gundams, so I have a lot of... I'm basically cannibalizing my Gundam toolkits to work on this thing. These are designed for very precise decal application. If you can see here, these 2 little tines that are kind of bent right here, it makes it real easy to pick up little, really, really small decals, trust me on this one, and put them where they need to go. Now, this is the danger alert. Danger alert. the utility knife. This thing is razor sharp. It will cut you. I have the stitches and the scars to prove that. Always, if you are any modeler maker and you have a utility knife, make sure it's covered with a plastic cap or it's a retractable so you can get it back in safe when not in use. Because, yes, you want to avoid that trip to the ER. So this is only to be used, so far from what I'm seeing, just to open the package. You won't need this for any other reason on this model kit. If I was using my Gundam kits, that's another story, but this is strictly a pre-built model kit, so I'm not going to be using this at all besides opening the package, because I don't want to tear the whole thing apart and have screws go flying everywhere. Because I don't know if you can tell, but right in here, let me back up the camera. There we go. Right here. These are about 1/4 inch screws. We do not want to lose these. And then we have some decals here. Yes, in Britain we call them decals, but I'm an American, so America. So they're decals. And we got some reflectors and some bumpers. Now, what's really cool with this model kit is eventually there's going to be full lighting system. It's got so many details. I can't wait to get into all this. So this introduction went a little long, I know, but trust me, it's going to be fun. And it looks like they gave you the tool. From what I read in the online offer, it's at DeLoreanBuildUp.com, or if you just type in "build your own DeLorean," like I did in Google, because I was like, what was that website's name? When I get home, I need to order this. They say there's only 2 screwdrivers needed. Hello? 2 screwdrivers needed. I gotta learn how to use a webcam. This is also, you know how I'm learning how to use YouTube? I'm also learning how to use a webcam. So, that's why you're not really seeing me in my, face, because I'm trying to keep it straight on the model. And believe me, it took me about 20 minutes just to get the camera this well. So, yeah. So let's dig into this thing. Let's dig into building the first bumper. So we're going to turn this over and open it up. Now, again, this isn't built by Eagle Moss. I guess they do. I've looked at them online. They're probably best known for these really, really amazing chess sets with different Marvel and DC figures as the pieces. Like Superman's the king for the White King, Lex Luthor the Black King for one set. Then you have Batman, and then you have Star Wars. I mean, they have all these different highly, highly detailed figures. In fact, I would buy it just for the figures. I wouldn't even buy the chess set to play. I would just buy it for the figures because they're so detailed. It's so pretty. Maybe one day. Right now, we got a DeLorean to build. Now, the DeLorean, the initial kit I paid was about $2 as an introductory special offer. I don't know if that's still available or not, so I'm just going to list the regular retail price of. It said about $11 per kit plus $2 shipping, so $13 a week. Times that by 4, you're looking at about $50. But for the detail you get on this, I don't know how many kits there are. It just says that they give you a binder when you hit issue 16. So I don't know if that's the end thing, but I'm assuming it is because I don't want anything to, these issues are too good. I don't want anything to lose them. So I'm hoping it's just 16, but if not, then I'll have to figure out some other storage sections. All right, let's open this up. Oh, a little stuck here. Yeah, because I love building models. Like I said, I build Gundams. I kind of got into it a few years ago, just as a hobby, because I was trying to figure out to do something other than just watch TV all the time. I'm like, I like Gundams. I like building old model kits. Let me flip it right this way. Yeah, there we go. So I was like, I started building my first Gundam, a Strike Gundam, and the hobby grew from there. I'm now not just making Gundams. I'm making a lot of Star Wars because that's my #1 fandom. So I've got a lot of Star Wars models. So let's just pop out the screwdriver here. So it looks like I'd say about a Phillips 0 or it's even actually smaller than that. It's one of the micro screwdrivers. Okay, so this is my special model tray and model mat. This is a self-repairing mat. You can cut on it. You can paint on it. It's not going to damage it. I bought it from Humbrol, a professional model company. I paid about $30 for it, and the tray was about $30. Like I said, once you start a hobby, you start paying for it. Nothing's ever free. They get you at the first one, and then that's how they hook you. So let's open up page 1. I don't know if I'm going to put it here, but okay. First off, the first thing, okay. I'm just going to read the instructions. The DeLorean from Back to the Future is the most iconic time machine in movie history. It says movie, not TV. So all you Doctor Who fans, don't blow a gasket. Now, you could also say maybe the phone booth from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is the second most iconic, because really what everybody thinks of a time travel, they think a DeLorean. When Back to the Future came out, if I remember correctly, DeLorean was bankrupt, and no one was making DeLoreans. After this movie came out, everybody wanted to buy a DeLorean because of how cool it looked. And it's still a cool-looking car. I mean, I get why it failed, but it screamed 80s future tech, and it is still a beautiful car. So, first thing we need to do is get part 1C, which is this guy here. Ooh, wow, there is some weight to that. That's all metal. That is not plastic. That is all metal. And push. And part 1B. Okay, so the bumper. Right? Am I pulling? Yeah. Rear bumper. Upper rear section, lower rear section. Okay, that's what we want. The upper rear. We're not at the bumper. This is the bumper. Okay, this is B. This is C. Okay, I'm seeing where it's going. Okay, so we need to take this piece here into that box there, into that vat of acid there. Anytime I can quote Batman the Animated Series, it's a good day. All right, so this lines up here. Line up these screw holes here. Ooh, yeah, that just snaps it nice and neat. Carefully aligning the 4 holes spaced along the pieces, the bottom piece will fit into the lip of the top piece. And so it did. Look at that. That's a really snug fit. Take 4 screws and use the screwdriver provided to fasten them into the holes. They should be now from. Okay, so we'll just move that real quick. Open up these little bag of screws here. There's AP and BP. Which one did it say? BP. Okay. Yes, we need British Petroleum. I guess Eagle Moss is a British company. So, cheerio. And I just insulted all my English listeners if I ever get any. Hey, governor. As you will no doubt learn, friends, I cannot do accents to save my life. Okay, so let's just pop out a couple of these screws here. Yes, this is riveting. This is me getting screws out of a bag. But I said I'm going to record everything. Like I said, I thought originally just doing pictures as the process went by. It's like, I like talking, and as you all know, and make sure the right holes. Right, okay. And I thought, let's just do a video. We'll do a video series. I really don't care if anyone watches. But I just think it's cool because I have a friend who's a huge Back to the Future fan. And I hope he gets to check this out because I don't know if he's building this as well. But if not, he can build it vicariously through me. Oops. Oh, Shazbot. No, we're good. Okay, first heart attack of the show. Is exactly 14 minutes and 26 seconds in. Okay. We're doing good. Oh, nice. The screwdriver is magnetic, so it's actually holding the screws in place. Because I am not that good at lining small things up with their proper tabs. Oh yeah, you should see me when I work on my Gundams from time to time. Some of those pieces, I once had to put like a little gun port into a chest. The gun port itself was, I'm not kidding, a 32nd of an inch, and the port was just slightly bigger. That, and all I had were these tweezers, because there's no way my big fat fingers could hold that. So that took me about 20 minutes to get just one piece in, and then there was a second gun port. Oh, that was fun. In the not at all way. All right, so there you go. It's now hopefully firmly secure. And if this is an indication of how big this thing is going to be, it's going to be huge, because according to the book, it said like 50 centimeters. Now, I'm not into metric. I'm into English, but 30 centimeters is roughly a foot, a little over a foot. So 50 is about a foot and a half, give or take. But I can't wait to get this thing put together, because the lighting alone, there are models out there that are just gorgeous, and people who are very talented at not just building the model straight out of the instructions, but customizing and customizing it afterwards and weathering it and adding paint jobs and details that I am nowhere near good enough. I'm doing good to get the stickers on. Okay, so now we're going to set this over here, because now we're going to build, I guess, the lights. Okay, so we're building, it looks like it only gave enough pieces for one light panel, which that's how they get you. They only give you enough for one. Commerce, it's great, but I'm not going to complain. This thing's too awesome. So we want, according to the picture, we want like that. All right, we want, fortunately, I can kind of guess the way it goes. So it goes in here like, so does it just sitting there like that? I guess so. One, and this one. This is kind of confusing. Goes here. Oh, okay. Okay, see, that goes there. Then the little Tetris piece here goes around that. Okay. Okay. Well, that makes it easy. Oh, they just snap in real easy. That's kind of what I'm loving about this kit. It's real easy put together. And the brake light. Okay. All right. So we've got. Yeah. That's we're matching the picture. That's good. Okay. This is what the assembled piece should look like. And the Tetris piece there, and that. Yep, we are good to go. Okay, so now we need to take this piece and insert it into. Okay, we'll need to flip this over, and this goes. And then we take two of these screws. Take care to push in the button of the ring first before press place. Take the use the screwdriver. Okay. Okay, so we have this lip. So it says that this lip here is supposed to go in first. Okay. Okay, I see where it goes right here. There's a little tab. Ow! Okay. Well, this may be more difficult than I thought. Or as the great Dr. Brown once said, "Great Scott!" And if I could insert video clips, I would, but I don't know. Oh dear, this could be the trouble piece for this episode. There's always one trouble piece that just does not want to work. On any model kit, there always is. And we have found it. We have definitely found it. Okay. Unless, did I have the wrong? Oh, yes I did. Oh, and another reason the tweezers are good, they can just pop off the bad piece. Alright, so that goes there. Ah, I heard a click. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Okay. Ha-ha! We have it. We've got a backlight. Woo! Okay, now we have to, it looks like we need to put a screw in to hold it in place. Okay, so we need to put a screw, if I'm reading this right, we need to put a screw here, and a screw here. Alright, I'm going to have to hold that while I put the screw in. It says this, yes, BP screw. Okay, so since I'm starting to run out of these things, I'm going to take my tweezers and grab one real quick. Again, this is also why I love this little TV tray doohickey. I can put my screws and paints and these little side trays for mixing. Oh, it makes parts so much easier. Helps that the bag isn't shut. Okay. Yeah, the worst thing we can do is drop one of these. Alright, let's put you in there. Tighten you up. I hope. I gotta push both sides in so this way the screw has some bite to it. It's got a bite. There we go. Screws, one of the most wonderful inventions of mankind. Oh, look, it even says right here. I know, it probably doesn't show up on the camera, but there's a little R right there to let me know. Because, yeah, I do tend to need those. Alright, well, that looks like it's holding it pretty good. It's really just the one screw to thread it into the back of the rear section, using securing the panel and the lights to the assembly. This is what the assembled piece should look like with right hand. But why do they show two screws when there's only one? Unless that's what I'm supposed to build the second one? They only gave me one doohickey. Well, we'll have to never throw away parts. Never ever throw away parts. Oh, here's a neat little thing about the brake lights, but you know, it's a little Easter egg. I'm just going to read it. The Time Machine's rear light displays are identical to those of the original DeLorean DMC-12. They are divided into 4 distinct functions. So these are the reverse lights, of course, because of the white. You have rear light, brake light, and here's your tail light, your turn signal. Yes, that was exciting. If more than one person watches this, I'll be impressed. So, with the light hand, yeah, okay. Yeah, really? I feel like I'm missing a... No, there's only the one tab and only the one screw holder. But I don't know why they have... Oh, they must be showing... Okay, they're showing that this screw here... See, this is what's throwing me off here. There's... I don't know if it... I'll try to get it to the camera. It's showing that the screw here is what's holding it in, but it's also showing another screw here, but there's nothing to hold that yet. So we'll need to... I have a feeling we'll be coming back to see this later. Okay. I have no idea if this is showing up on the camera. Oh, ho, ho. Now it's time for the fun. It's sticker time. So, we need to pop out the official limited edition Out at Time California 1985 license plate. This is one of the most iconic license plates in movie history. I mean, come on. We all know the scene of the DeLorean taking off for the first time and this spinning in a circle and falling with the fire tracks. Everybody knows that scene. Alright, so 1F. Place the... Okay. Alright, we got the stickers out. Alright. So we have that, and we have this here. What, is this the longest one? Oh yeah, it says AUG. Okay. Get back here. There we go. Now I'm glad I have the tweezers. So, above the O, okay. Man, what I wouldn't give for some marks off to right about now. But these are stickers, not water soluble. Ooh. Oh dear. Okay, we just want one. I will say this, when it comes to stickers, Q-tips can be your best friend. Really for fun. I mean, I use the tweezers to, you know, set it just about right, but I use the toothpick. Let's see if I can get the. See how it's a little crooked. That's about right. Give this just a little press down, and I'll be right back because I forgot to get a Q-tip. Sorry about that. But you know how they say a duct tape is the handyman's friend? Well, this is the modeler's best friend. This is just a standard Q-tip. But you want to make sure that if you get into modeling, that with the Q-tip you get ones with a good tip. If you get some with, like at the dollar store, I mean, I just bought these at the local drugstore for about $1.50 for a pack of 500. I find the ones with the wood stick, rather than the paper one, tend to have a tighter weave on the Q-tip, so when you start, well, I'll show you. So then I just press firmly down in one way just to work out any air bubbles. Oh, helps if I'm in the camera range. I press one way and I press the other just to work out any air bubbles and lock it in place. And, you know, I'm not one of those OCD people where it has to be exactly right, because I know that'll never happen in this lifetime. So I get as close as I can and I just move on, because some people want it exact. I just go for good enough. All right. So let me grab the picture real quick, make sure. Is it supposed to be the yellow? Yes, it is. Okay. Well, even on the picture, the official picture of the official model, the stickers are a little crooked. I can see it right now, so that's okay. Also, it's kind of nice how they gave you two, but I have a feeling they planned on you screwing one up. But I'm no. Again, I really need to keep looking where I'm doing this in the camera. I'm so used to, just. There we go. So used to doing this by myself that I forget I have an audience. And this just goes. Maybe I should invest in one of those GoPro cameras instead of just a stationary, but. And that's another problem. Sometimes with the tweezers, they tend to get stuck on the ends of it. But, these kinds of tweezers just make things so much nicer. Sometimes you have to break the original seal to get it right where you want it. Come on. A little bit more. But even if it's not straight, it makes sense, because this is a license plate, and how many people ever have the license plate stickers on straight on their own cars? So I can just think, Doc Brown did the best he could. Okay, that's good. Let's just turn around and bring it up to the camera, and we now have the official out-of-time license plate with the month stickers, and the right here is the August, and this one says expires 1986, which is pretty cool. Yes, I know it's boring. Okay, so we got that done. And now we need to attach it to the plate base. So let's get the plate base. So here we are with the plate base. How does it? Okay, it goes like this. So I know it's upside down, but for me, I have to keep it the right side up so I can actually read it. And that slides in like that. Oh, like lickety split. Okay, the curve way up. Yep. Okay, so we flip it around. Oh, we have a different screw set. And this is where things can get tricky. Because if you dump all your screws out, and one's a different size, oh. Of course, you are banking that the people who built the thing did give you the right screws. Okay. Okay, sometimes you have to hold your breath while doing this stuff. I will say this: it can be both relaxing and also incredibly nerve-wracking all at the same time. All right, so once we get these screws in, that should, I hope, keep the license plate attached. Now, the thing is, when you screw, you don't, once you feel just the slightest bit of pressure, you stop. You don't go any further. If you over torque it, you've either stripped the screw or you've shattered the plastic it's attached to. So you got to be real careful not to over tighten. And some of these tips are just things I've learned the hard way. I will say having to buy some replacement parts does tend to get a little pricey. So it's always good to take your time, go slow. I don't even know why I'm looking at the camera when I'm saying this, because it's focused on the model. But force of habit. All right, there we go. So there we go. I will say this, versus Doc Brown, this is not coming off the DeLorean. Okay. Oh, we need another piece. The license plate holder. So I'm just gonna see if it's all clear plastic, so I'm not sure how well it'll show up, but let's see if I can get them. But there we go. So we take this, it loops. Which way? Kind of, okay, like this. Okay. So, just like that, huh? Just like that. And then 2 more of these really fine screws to secure. Okay. Yeah, there's fine and then there's really fine thread screws. So you definitely got to be careful with these that you don't over torque them, because they're very. I doubt they're screws you can just pick up at your local hardware store. But that's the nice thing. I did check their customer service site. You can get replacement parts. No, I'm pretty sure at no extra cost if you're a subscriber. And that's really the only way you can get enough to build the thing, is to be a subscriber. And $40-50 a month for a model of this kit, even if it's let's say 6 months to build, and that's like $300 for a model this detailed. That's worth it. And I kind of like it because rather than paying $300 straight out the gate, you pay a little bit here, a little bit there. And they say you can cancel any time. You can resume. So if you have some money troubles, that's great, and then you can resume later. They can send you new copies of the magazine. If they didn't ship, you can get new parts. I personally used their customer service when, after I subscribed, I never got a confirmation email. And I was kind of worried about that, because I'm like, are you, first off, legit? Because I couldn't find anything. And then I got the confirmation, and then I started getting parts. It said that it would take about 3 weeks before I got this. I placed the order for this early last week, and I got it now. In fact, it came in earlier. I was just out of town, so that's awesome. And I did screw that down, right? Yes. Okay. Talking so much, I forgot I did that. Okay. Oh, okay. We are now on to the bumper. We don't attach that to that? I guess not. Okay. That's another thing, is you may end up stopping at weird places. with this thing. I'm kind of discovering that. So we will just go where it tells us, and we'll go from there. And there goes my phone. I forgot to hit silent on that. So, any screws on this? Make sure the DeLorean... See, that's why I read it. So make sure the DeLorean logo is right side up, and it was not. Okay. And there's... That just, looks like it just snaps in. Yep. Do a little push. And that's that. We have part of the back bumper and the I'm just going to stick that there so we don't lose it. And part of the license plate. I'm just kind of seeing how it fits in there. Oh, it just kind of snugs up right in there. So I'm just going to leave that in there. So this is how much we've done for step 1. That's pretty cool. And that's about all we're going to do for this episode, because that's kind of where we stop. It says, now the journey begins. Now you assemble the first part of your Back to the Future DeLorean model, put it somewhere safe until issue 2 arrives. Okay then. So that concludes the first episode of Talynbuilds, the DeLorean Time Machine. So I will call it here. Thanks for watching, my friends. If you liked the video, hit the like button. It lets other people find the show. If you're into modeling, drop me a comment. Let me know what you build. It doesn't have to be something as intricate as this. It could be one of those little snap-together models you find at a drug mart. You know, just what do you like to build? Airplanes, submarines, race cars, aeroplanes. It's, sorry, I just watched DuckTales again, the reboot, and boy, is it amazing. So, I'm going to close up all these little bags here. I should have done that off camera. So anyhow, this is Talynbuilds, episode 1. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Take care, my friends.